Hey, welcome back to Album April. It's April 16th, and today I listened to The Joshua Tree by U2. I'm pretty sure U2's rise also paralleled the rise of the stereotype of the pretentious, socio-politically motivated, annoying type of band. Sort of like hipsters before hipsters. Actually, no, not the band, because I don't think they're talking about the band. They're talking about Bono. And whether that reputation is truly fair or not, I honestly have no idea. I can't tell you. But it has kind of made me shy away from really getting into their music, even though their music really should be like right up my alley. But hey, since this month is about finding new music, I figured why not review their most famous album, Joshua Tree. It produced their two only American number one hit singles, which is kind of ironic considering that the tone of the entire album has a very dim view of America itself. My first impression of Joshua Tree is that it really does feel more like a 90s album than an 80s album. So it really makes you think that U2 served as an influence for the alt rock of the 90s. By the way, side note, I'm pretty sure that what we think of now as alt rock is just a term used to describe literally any rock music that was released after Nirvana hit the scene, because that's the point where I think the idea of classic rock died. And now it seems taboo to just call something rock and roll. There always has to be like a qualifier added before that. But I digress, back to Joshua Tree. This music seems to have a lot in common with music from bands that came later, like Oasis or Radiohead. And considering how much I love alt rock from the 90s up to the early 2000s, it's no surprise that I liked this album. My favorite song from Joshua Tree was I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For, though Running to Stand Still comes at a close second. But from song to song, the quality stays pretty consistent throughout the entire album. I would describe every single song in Joshua Tree as sounding good. The lyrics, all of these were probably politically motivated. I don't really care to look into them, but they sound good. But anyway, from the way it sounds, no, there weren't any bad songs on Joshua Tree. I will say, if I had to critique the album, it was a little homogenous. Most of the songs seem to follow a pretty similar blueprint when it comes to, like, structure. But hey, if it ain't broke, why try fixing it? Actually, we should encourage artists to expand their horizons and experiment and try to improve, but just in the context of this one album, it was fine. I have heard a lot of things about U2 and Bono over the years, but I can say that this album itself does hold up. I would even go as far to say that it's one of the better albums I've listened to so far this month. So I guess you can make of that what you will. Thanks for listening. I'll see you tomorrow.